Kalahari Reserve. In the dry season, hot winds roll across the endless grasslands of South Africa. A lioness appeared near the observation deck, her gait majestic but her belly strangely distended. The rangers used binoculars to monitor her, suspecting she was pregnant or had some serious illness. She still walked, hunting slowly, but her breathing was clearly becoming heavier after each chase. They temporarily named her Miss Big Belly and began recording her daily behavior. After 2 weeks of monitoring, her belly became larger and heavier, causing her to lie down for a long time after eating. A young ranger joked that she was about to give birth to a litter, but the team leader just shook his head worriedly. Something was wrong with the lioness's instincts. She wasn't looking for a safe place to give birth as usual. Instead of blending in with the herd, she chose to live quietly near an old landfill on the edge of the reserve. The rangers began to worry that something seriously wrong was going on inside her body. The lioness became increasingly elusive, often lying alone for hours in the tall grass near the shallows. Infrared cameras captured her writhing in pain and moaning softly in the middle of the night. Rangers carried binoculars and thermal imaging equipment to monitor her movements from a distance. One day, she licked her belly continuously all afternoon, her eyes dull, her head bowed low. There was no sign of fetal movement, which made the veterinarian suspicious. If she was really pregnant, she should have given birth or been in obvious labor by now. A ranger named Jonah suggested, maybe she ate something in the garbage out there. She began to walk with difficulty, each step slow as if carrying a huge burden. Rangers observed her skipping meals and lying still for days on the cracked bank. On the 15th morning, she could not stand up, her eyes were half open, and her stomach was more distended than before. The rangers decided to act. They couldn't wait any longer or they'd lose her forever. They sent an emergency signal to the veterinary station and the Southern Regional Wildlife Rescue Team. That afternoon, a specialized vehicle carrying anesthesia equipment and a veterinarian arrived at the scene. A well-placed shot sent her slowly collapsing, her body lightly covered with a sheet to absorb the shock. Jonah and 2 colleagues rushed to put her on a stretcher, trying to stabilize her heart rate and breathing. At the rescue center, doctors performed an ultrasound and X-ray as soon as she lay still. The results shocked everyone. There was no fetus in her uterus. Instead, there is a strange mass in the stomach, which has reflexes like an artificial solid object. The object compressed the entire digestive system, showing signs of serious inflammation and ulcers. The doctors urgently consulted. Surgery was needed immediately if she did not want her internal organs to die. Surgery was scheduled for that night, with the participation of 2 leading wildlife veterinarians. "We are saving not just a lion, but an icon," said the team leader. The 4 machine and heart monitor were connected, the surgical team dressed in sterile gowns prepared to enter. Jonah stood outside the operating room, her hands clasped tightly, praying that the lioness would have the strength to pull through. The surgery began in silence, the light shining directly on the bulging belly. After more than an hour of operation, the doctors opened the abdominal cavity and were stunned by what they saw. A large, boulder-like mass of plastic was lodged in the stomach, occupying nearly 2/3 of its volume. This mass includes plastic bags, candy packaging, bottle caps, torn fabrics and undigested plastic objects. There were cans and nylon strings from garbage bags, all of which she had swallowed while foraging for food. Hard pieces of garbage rubbed against the stomach wall, creating serious ulcers. The entire team of doctors was speechless. They had never seen such a heartbreaking case. They carefully removed each piece of trash, keeping it as evidence of human-caused pollution. A nurse could not hold back her tears when she saw the plastic sheet with the words, "Thank you," still clearly printed. The entire abdominal cavity is cleaned with a special antiseptic solution to avoid postoperative infection. They meticulously sewed each layer of tissue back together, keeping a drainage tube in place to allow fluid to drain out. The surgery was over after nearly 4 hours, and the lioness was still alive. The doctors came out to announce the results, and the entire team of rangers burst into tears of relief. One said softly, "We are the culprits, and today we are trying to atone for part of that mistake." The lioness was transferred to the intensive care unit, lying unconscious but still breathing evenly. Jonah sat beside her all night, never taking his eyes off the weak breathing of Miss Big Belly. For the first 2 days, she did not eat or drink anything, but her vital signs remained stable through hourly monitoring. By the morning of the 3rd day, she blinked, raised her head slightly, and licked the hand of the doctor standing nearby. The whole room burst into laughter, as if they had just witnessed a miracle after so much tireless effort. She was officially named Tara, which means life in the native Tswana language. The doctor prescribed a liquid diet of minced meat and mineral water to help the stomach recover. Each day, Tara began to lift her head, then slowly walk a few steps in the recovery pen. The rangers visited regularly, bringing their favorite leaves and chatting like a friend. Tara became special in the hearts of all, not just a lion, but a symbol. A photographer documented her recovery journey and shared it on social media. Tara gradually regained her strength, her steps became more steady, and her eyes sparkled with a wild, instinctive vitality. Images of Tara's surgery quickly spread across South Africa and internationally. The online community was shocked to see a bag of plastic trash from the stomach of a wild lion. A campaign called "Save the Wild from Plastic" was launched across the region. Schools hold lessons on plastic waste and its impact on wildlife. People around the conservation area volunteer to collect, classify, and dispose of garbage according to regulations. "Don't kill the second Tara" signs appear at every entrance to the reserve. The Ministry of Environment plans to clean up the entire landfill area on the edge of Kalagadi. Tara became the image printed on t-shirts, posters, and even children's books. Rangers are also trained in detecting animals showing signs of swallowing foreign objects. Tara, a victim, is now the reason hundreds of people change their lifestyle. National television invited Jonah to speak and he choked up. "Tara woke us up." Many international organizations sent letters of thanks to the rescue team for their timely and humane actions. Tara still lives, but her influence extends far beyond one individual life. A photo book titled "Garbage Belly: Nature's Verdict" was widely released. The Kalagadi Conservancy itself has also received funding to become South Africa's first plastic-free zone. After more than 2 months, Tara was released back into the vast grasslands under the watchful eyes of the entire ranger team. She turned her head, her eyes calm, then walked into the afternoon sun as if she had never fallen. Jonah quietly wiped his binoculars, smiling as he watched Tara disappear behind the grass. Tara left footprints on the ground, but the world left her footprints in its heart. It is the footprint of a life, and a wordless warning from nature. What do you think about this story? Please leave your comments in the comments section.